Hey guys, what's up? A big fat welcome back to my channel. So first of all, before I dive into this video, please do not focus on my appearance. I know I look like a mess, but that's not what this video is about. And I really just wanted to get this video out like before I get into any other festival content, because as we all know, the highly anticipated festival season 2019 is upon us. Next week is literally May, so yeah, we're getting closer and closer as the days go on. My apologies, I'm very tired, I can't speak. I'm super busy lately, but yeah, we're just getting this done. Yeah, I just wanted to get this out there before I go diving into any other festival content, because I love making festival content, be it on my Instagram or on my YouTube. Like, it is the time of year I live for. Like, it's my favorite time of year. I enjoy making all the after movies, etc., and the styling videos and everything that I do for festival season. I love doing that. But I think it's important that I put this out there before I go and do all of that. So today's video is basically just going to be some tips on how to be more sustainable this festival season. I've spoken about sustainability on my channel before and received backlash, but you know what, you can't please everyone, and these are just tips that, like, some of them I've done for years. I've always just done because I feel like I've always been quite an environmentally conscious person anyway. But I think this year, you know, as things start to get worse, I think it's time we all kind of take things up a notch. So I'm doing this video. So I won't bore you with my rant anymore, but I'm just going to jump into some of the tips that I have for y'all, because I think I was watching Our Planet the other night, and it's actually just, like, obviously we all know it's terrifying, we all hear about it every day, and I think now it's such a conversed thing that, like, we know it's bad, you know, that kind of way. But I think watching something like Our Planet, when you actually see the damage, like, you can see it with your own bare eyes. I know, like, it's obviously not face to face, but like you can literally see it. Like, it really puts into perspective like how kind of bad it is. So the first one that I have, and I feel like this is something that's been spoken about for years, and if you don't know about this one already, like, have you been living under a rock? And basically it's just glitter, because I feel like obviously festival season is a time that we all want to be sparkly and living our best unicorn fairy lives. I totally get that, but glitter is just plastic, so it doesn't go away. Like, it doesn't break down, it doesn't biodegrade, and obviously then it just is really bad for the environment, and especially at festivals and stuff like that. Like, obviously you know, you put it on your face, it comes off in the grass washes the glitter, or sorry, the rain falls and the glitter in the grass gets washed to the nearest rivers, streams, seas, etc., which essentially just means by wearing glitter we're putting plastic into our waters. So you don't want to do that. Now, I know, as I said, we all want to be living our best sparkly lives, so you don't have to not wear glitter. There is loads of companies that do biodegradable glitter. I know the Gypsy Shrine have released biodegradable glitter. If you're from Ireland like me, a gorgeous gal on Instagram has set up her own biodegradable glitter company, and they're actually a zero waste company. They're called the Glitter Bugs on Instagram. I'll tag down below and leave a little handle here, but they're zero waste, so they don't even really do postage. Like, you have to meet up to kind of get the glitter. So I don't know, maybe if you don't live in Dublin, it's probably not ideal, but I guess you can probably arrange something, and I'd say she'll probably go to a few festivals and stuff like that, so you can always do that. The other thing I would suggest is buying like stick-on gems that you can reuse, as opposed to, you know, just glitter that you put on with glue. I know I've always used Festifox. I got given a few by a company on Instagram. I'm gonna do a video of like a festival makeup demo at some point when I get my life together. Yeah, so even things like that, as opposed to just like single use glitter, I guess. At least the gems, they're not like plastic. Well, they're still plastic, but like you can take them off and throw them in the bin to be recycled, as opposed to them, say, falling off into the earth. And I know with the Festifox ones in particular, anytime I've used Festifox, I've reused them from the start of the festival season until the end. There's other ways to be sparkly without killing the earth. So next up then, and this one is one that I definitely still struggle with, and I am working on this. Like, I try to work on it every single day, and I think the only time I still struggle with this in terms of my carbon footprint is festival season, because it's the one time of year I feel like I really go mad, and it's fast fashion. And I have ordered things off Dolls Kill to wear this festival season, which I know they do stock a lot of independent brands, but I don't think they're completely ethical. But yeah, this is my guiltiest area, but I'm just going to talk about it anyway. In terms of like festival fashion, ways you can be more sustainable, like buy off Depop, you know, if it is fast fashion, something fast fashion you want, like have a look into Depop, or just search for things you want on Depop. Shop independent local brands. I've done a lot of that as well. I've even sourced my own fabric, and I'm collaborating with a friend and we're coming up with a design which is like very exciting for me because it means I'm gonna have a one-off piece. So I mean, it's really easy to do things like that, or like make your own clothes, like if you can rework your old clothing. Like I have some bits from last year that I've kept that I'm probably going to try and rework myself and to create like new outfits. Also that like slices the cost of your festival season in half, because I feel like I'm broke all summer just from festivals, just because of my clothing more than anything else, you know, that kind of way. And then my final point on fast fashion in terms of festival season is, if you are buying fast fashion, and I know like a lot of people are probably the same as me, the reason I'm so guilty for fast fashion in festival season is because I'm a one time outfit offender, like especially festival season. Like you don't wear a festival outfit twice, you know, that kind of way. But I have always, for the last since I've gone to festivals, sold my outfits on Depop because it gives someone else a new festival outfit for half the price, you know. So sell your festival outfits after you're done with them, or try and rewear them at some point. So my next, I think the rest of my tips actually are kind of all to do with the campsite and things like that, because I'm gonna find a picture of some Irish festival campsites and pop them in here. I feel like we're fucking animals. Like what are, like I always say like going to a festival is literally like leaving reality for 3 days, but I think like everyone just carries that mentality through to like having actual like sense of the fact that like the earth is dying. Because like I just feel like I don't know anyone who would like litter in 2019. Like I hope I don't know anyone that would just like fucking leave their rubbish on the ground. Anyway, I don't think I do know anyone that would just do that, but like most of the people I know do that at festival season, and it's just like what the fuck. And it's even crazy because I remember at Body and Soul last year, I went up to a steward, like a security person, and I was like, hey, it was like, it wasn't the main stage, but it was, if you've ever been to Body and Stage, it's like Body and Soul, it's that like stage where you, I think it's like the Reckless in Love or something, but you walk through an area and then there's like, it's where Mano Latouf plays every fucking year. But there, and like we were at the stage and I like walked up to one of the stewards and I was like, hey, I need a bin for like my can, and he was like, yeah, I'll get you one, and literally took the can off me and threw it on the floor. And I was genuinely just like, no, like I could have done that. Like what? Like I was just like, what the fuck? So I picked it up obviously and I went and found a bin then. But that's another thing, like there just should be more bins available at festivals. But anyway, getting on to my points, my actual points about the campsite. So my first one, and I feel like this is like, oh, I've brought my tent home from festivals for the last 3 years consistently. I will admit there was maybe the first few festivals I went to ever in my life I left a tent there, but as soon as I found out, like someone just told me, I know Electric Picnic do this, but they donate the tents to homeless people, but I just presumed that all festivals do that, but they don't. And even the festivals that do that, like a lot of them aren't in good enough condition, and like you'll often hear of people being like, oh, I'm not bringing my tent home because it's in bit. Bring your tent home and get the fuck rid of it yourself. Don't expect someone else to do that. But yeah, so since I found out that how bad it is, like it's so much waste, so much for the festival to get rid of, and like it's not their responsibility. It's just bring your fucking tent home. Like, oh, I genuinely know, I know that feeling on the Monday when you're like sunburnt, you're tired, you're like questioning your whole fucking existence because you've had the best time of your life and now you're going home to be on your own for the rest of the week. It's literally, we all know what the Monday of a festival is like, but that is no fucking excuse to not bring your tent home. So bring your tent home, and that goes for like sleeping bags and camping chairs and shit as well. Just don't fucking leave it there. Like it's not somebody else's job. I'm sick of people saying, oh well, they have people to do that on the Monday. It's like, okay, well, and you know what drives me? I'm going off on a tangent, but I'm doing it. It's always the people that say, Monday. It's someone else's. They pay people to do this on the Monday. I feel like I've heard those exact people be like, oh, I hate when people, you know, come into my job and are like, oh, well, it's your job to like clean my table, or you work in retail, so it's your job to clean up. Like no one likes being told that it's their job to do something, even if it is their job to do something. So I don't know, I feel like just help everybody out, you know, that kind of way. But yeah, moving on from the tent, bring your sleeping bags home, bring your chairs home. If you feel like you're not gonna bring one home, don't fucking bring one. I never bring a chair. I always just find one, or like use one of my friends, or sit on the floor if there's not one available in my circle. I'm fine to sit on the floor. It's absolutely okay with me. It's not a big deal if it means that I don't have to carry it home on the Monday. With sleeping bags, as I already said. Yeah, any other camping equipment really, just bring your fucking shit home, you know? And so moving on, my next one is like pick up your rubbish, and this is mainly cans and shit. I have always brought black sacks to festival, and I've always been that bitch walking around on fucking Saturday and Sunday morning picking up everyone's cans, and all my friends laugh at me, and it's just like, why are you laughing at me? Like, I'm literally doing what we all should be doing. And I feel like this is easier than ever to do now, because most festivals these days will actually reward you in some way, shape or form if you do collect your cans and bring back the bit huge. They always, I know at Body and Soul they definitely do it anyway, they give you, like, I think EP do it too, a big green, I think the green sacks means they're like eco-friendly. You collect your cans and then you, I don't know what you get. I think you get a pint maybe in return for, like, you know, recycling, which is just fucking ludicrous. Like, we all should just be doing it anyway. But pick up your rubbish. That goes for like cans. Also, I've seen a lot of people speak about filters for cigarettes. I don't smoke, but like filters apparently take 400 years or so to biodegrade. Or yeah, I'm not sure exact numbers or anything. If you can, maybe try and find biodegradable filters. A girl I follow on Instagram said she'll be selling them on her Depop before festival season. Her name is Mimi's Garms. I'll leave her link down below so that you know where to access them, I guess. But I'm sure you can find them online as well, so if you do smoke, take that into consideration, I guess. Especially even if, I was gonna say for joints, but I guess no, you don't, you just use paper. I wouldn't know that. Yeah, so I mean, just in general, just pick up your rubbish. Another one on this one is like, don't bring like plastic straws, bring metal straws. Try to bring any plastic container or any reusable containers, like kind of where you can, in a sense. So like drinks and stuff. Even bring, I might buy a separate keep cup to my normal coffee one for this year, and if I'm buying drinks at bars, just ask them to fill that as opposed to a plastic cup, because you do see plastic cups everywhere, like, and you see parents getting their kids to go and collect them for the fucking the scheme thing that they have going on. But that would just make everyone's life so much easier if just no one needed a plastic cup, I guess. So yes, I suppose with food it's a little bit harder, because like you're not gonna go up with a lunchbox and ask for like your fucking burger. I guess you could, but like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of, at least though with food places, it's paper not plastic, so I feel like there's less of a need in that situation. But yeah, if you really wanted to be that bitch, I guess you could. My next point is bring a face cloth instead of wipes. So bring, I know Penny's actually, I've bought, which is actually really contradictory, because like then you're supporting a fast fashion brand. You just, I don't know. But I know Penny's do it's really good. It's like a 3-pack of cloths that when you put them in the washing machine, they just clean themselves. So I've always used, God, for the last maybe 4 years, like I've not put like micellar water or toner, not toner, or the makeup wipes to my face. Like I started doing it for my skin, and then obviously found out that it's like so much fucking better for the environment anyway to just not use like normal makeup remover. So bring a face cloth, bring, as I said, keep going off. But Penny's have a 3-pack that, as I said, if you put in the washing machine, they just clean. So you can bring them home as well and just like have your festival cloths. So have one for your face, have one for your body, and then the third one for emergencies, I guess. You're going to a festival, who the fuck knows what could happen. Because I feel like I've always just brought like baby wipes to clean my body, and then just had my face stuff. But it was only today when I was thinking about it, I was like, if I just bring an extra cloth, there's literally taps. I never shower at a festival because I ain't got time for that. but there's literally taps and shit, and also you can just, if you don't want to stand at a tap like cleaning yourself, fill a water bottle of water and then bring it back with you, and then ta-da. It's also probably way more hygienic than cleaning yourself with baby wipes anyway, so yeah. And then I think my last tip is opt for vegan options slash eco-friendly stalls. I feel like especially at festivals like Body and Soul and All Together now, there is a really, like, they do really kind of try and drive the eco-friendly status, so there's definitely loads and loads of vegan options, and I feel like I look forward to festival season for the fucking food, you know, and if you're gonna get good vegan food anywhere, it's gonna be at a festival. So maybe, I don't know, I feel like I decided to go vegan after my first year at Body and Soul. Like, I had already been vegetarian for years or whatever, and then I was like, okay, like, I'm really gonna give, yeah, I can't really remember what it was, but I was literally like, okay, like, I want to be vegan. And then it took, yeah, that was it. I was like, I want to be vegan. I was already vegetarian. It took me a few months also because I was quite sick and stuff at the time, but that was what made me, like, I ate the vegan food like all weekend at Body and Soul, and I was like, okay, fuck it, like, I'm ready, I want to be vegan. So maybe, I don't know, festival season could make you a vegan this year, and then you could really just, you know, lower your carbon footprint altogether. So I think that's all the tips I have. I suppose, like, the main ones obviously is just like rubbish, because I think, like, I'll pop the pictures up again, like the mess we leave at festivals, it's just not okay. And you know, it's all well and good to be like, oh well, someone picks it up, but you need to think about all the things that they probably don't pick up, because at the end of the day, we're all human, like, we're gonna miss shit, you know. So yeah, I think that's it. Like, don't wear glitter unless it's biodegradable, you know, try and keep your fashion options as sustainable as possible and sell them on if they're not, and bring your tent home, pick up your rubbish, face cloths instead of wipes. Obviously still bring tissues, because don't wipe your arse with a leaf, especially not at a festival, you don't know what you could pick up. And then opt for vegan options, buy your metal straws, buy your reusable containers, and girl, you will have the most fun festival season you will ever have. You'll be knowing that no turtle has to die for you to have glitter on your face. Wow, I sound like such a fucking preachy bitch. Also, I don't want this to be preachy at all. I really hope it hasn't come across that way. That's never my intention when kind of making these things. I just kind of, I want people to know that it's important. It is important. We all need to make like a fucking drastic change. I even know I'm still not perfect. I'm still trying to improve every day on ways that I can be more sustainable. I've kind of reduced hugely how much work I do with certain brands and stuff. So yeah, I think it's important to remember that everything you do, like whether it's big or small, like it does help, but I just think we all probably could do with like upping our game, me included. So hopefully you all take these on board and we can all just be a little bit more sustainable this festival season. I'm super excited to make my festival content this year, and my voice is going now, so I'm gonna say bye. So thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know if you think there's anything I've missed, and I can share it on my Instagram and shit like that as well, because as I said, I'm not perfect. I don't know everything. This is just like kind of things that I've come up with. I feel like, you know, combined everyone can kind of come up with more. So yeah, leave a comment down below, and thank you, and I'll see you in my next video.